It's the Muskegon Channel. It's the Andy O'Reilly and Dave Cackley Daily on your Friday, April, 14th?
Yes, 14th, Good Friday.
April 14th, Good Friday, and I've got some bad news for you on Good Friday.
What?
I talked to Catholic number one yesterday, stopped by my mom's house, and said that you're a disgrace and a failure for your Lenten sacrifice you thought was such a big deal, and you blew it.
It was.
It wasn't. You blew it. You blew it too early.
No, I didn't. Good Friday or Holy Thursday is when Lent ends.
Yeah.
That is the end of Lent.
No, but you didn't wait till the end of Holy Thursday.
If it ends that day, that means it's done that day. It doesn't mean it's done on Good Friday. It means it's done on that day. That's when Lent ends.
But you didn't complete Thursday. You jumped the gun, and you had it Thursday morning. Had you made it all the way till Thursday at midnight, you would have gotten the express pass past the pearly gate. St. Peter wouldn't even have stopped to talk to you. And trust me, I know this woman is like, she was like one step away from being a nun at one point. That's how holy my mom is. So
what you're saying is the 39 days of no meat meant nothing.
Nothing. You blew it.
Okay.
Your day, right, dude. And you know what? You like it when it's warm out, so you'll be fine when you're sentenced to eternal damnation.
I think Jesus rounds up. So he's, 39 is essentially 40. So I think I get a pass.
I don't know how it doesn't work that way. Sorry.
I think it's how it works.
All right. Are we going to do some news today?
Why not? Let's get into it. Right. Lots of stuff happening. The U.S. military dropped America's most powerful non-nuclear bomb on ISIS targets in Afghanistan on Thursday, killing 36 militants. This is the first time this weapon has ever been used in battle. The GBU-43, nicknamed the mother of all bombs, is a 30-foot long, 21,000-pound GPS-guided munition. The target was an ISIS cave and tunnel complex. President Trump declined to say whether he actually signed off on the strike, but did say, with regard to the military, quote, "We give them total authorization," and that's what they're doing. So,
in other words,
there you go.
Don, go sit over there. Keep your mouth shut. Okay. I think
that's what you got to do.
Well, I mean, you look at what comes out of the administration most days, and it's really not all that bright. A lot of the stuff. So, I
don't know.
Honestly, it's just this is something he's got no business being a part of anyway. Because what does he know about military junk?
Well, he is at this point. He is the head of the military.
I know.
I mean,
I just, oh yeah. And you know what? I'll tell you this though. This bomb, when I first saw that it was dropped yesterday, I was watching Facebook and everything, and I'm like, at first I was like, God. But if you stop and think about this one, this is something we've been in for a while, this Afghanistan mess.
Yeah.
And we could have learned a lesson from what Russia had to deal with these people way back when. No, we're going to go fix it. So if this is a means to an end and part of that, okay, great. Just quit picking fights. That's where I'm at. That's what I want.
Well, we didn't pick a fight here, though.
No.
I mean, we're trying to end it.
Oh, yeah.
And I
know. Yeah.
I don't know what the answer is. I think, once again, there weren't, as far as we know, any civilian casualties. Same situation with regard to the bombing in Syria.
Right.
So this doesn't seem to be a president that's really interested in putting boots on the ground anywhere.
Let's hope.
And that can all change. Who knows? You and I have interesting perspectives because I think we're both fairly neutral when it comes to Trump. I didn't vote for the guy.
Yeah.
So I don't, I'm one of these people I'm not pro or anti. I'm just kind of waiting to see how the next 4 years unfolds. And right now it's incomplete, but I think this bombing of ISIS probably a good thing.
Look at my head. Oh,
good God.
That is so disgusting.
You're molting.
I know. How gross. Throw me in a leper colony. That's awful, man. All right, what else we got?
Oh, jeez. Well, as you're preoccupied with your peeling skin, What else is happening? Now, this was a story I was going to originally save for sports, but it kind of has gotten some traction on social media and some other locations, so I thought I'd throw it in here.
All right, throw it in.
Major League Baseball Commissioner what?
Throw it in here.
What was that? Okay, yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred wants the Cleveland Indians to, quote, transition away from the Chief Wahoo logo. Controversial logo is considered by some to be an offensive caricature of Native Americans, though it remains beloved by many Cleveland fans. Cleveland's Vice President for Public Affairs, Bob DiBiasio, said he understands those who find it insensitive as well as those who have an attachment to its place in team history. Now, when it comes to mascots, you and I have talked in the past about the Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of us sees that as being offensive. I've only heard the term Redskin as it refers to the Washington Redskins. And, the symbol is a symbol of pride.
Right.
The Chief Wahoo logo, though, I'm willing to listen to the criticism of it because it's a cartoon caricature of a Native American. I can kind of see where somebody might be offended by that.
I have a hard time with this one. Look at the iconic. Look at some of the iconic faces that you've seen over the years that have represented brands and teams and things like that. Is Aunt Jemima offensive? I'm not offended by Aunt Jemima. I think it's a cool logo. One thing I think, in all honesty, I think if this is the case, I think you're going to see that logo end up on the black market and get hotter than ever. So,
no question.
It's one of these deals where I just wish everybody wasn't so butthurt all the time about everything. Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard me go, "Oh, I'm fat. Don't make fun of me. Oh, I'm Irish. Let's not joke about that." I'll stand and admire at the lottery ticket machine, and people are waiting in line, and I'll look at them. I'll say, "Hey, this is the Irish investment banker. Make me rich." It's true.
I'm 25% Irish, so 25% of me is offended by what you just said.
Well, get over it.
No, but you're right. We are a rush to be offended culture now. It's everybody's outraged all the time over everything. It's kind of ridiculous. What I'm saying is, in this particular instance, I can see the other side where, okay, it's a cartoon Indian with a ridiculous grin on its face. It's not what you would call a good representation or an accurate representation of a Native American. That's what I'm saying.
Like this, all right. There is a level of it's a cartoon, no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. But there's also, you got to keep in mind too, there's also people out there that are attracted to something that's a cartoon. Think about a kid's fan base. You know what I mean? That I'm not saying we got to bring back Smoking Joe the Camel or anything like that, but
I think that would be less offensive.
Right. Joe Camel.
People want to treat smokers like lepers anyway now. So
right.
Oh, good God.
Smokers. Great.
I'm not. Look.
That is awful. Look at that. Ugh.
You are just obsessed with it. Look, it's a sunburn. Relax. Get over it. You're going to have many more this summer.
Can you see this stuff trickling down? I look like the girl in the Breakfast Club.
What else is going on? The city council in Lansing has voted to rescind its own decision to declare itself a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Sanctuary cities are jurisdictions that refuse to cooperate with U.S. immigration officials. Council members voted 5-2 to reverse last week's 6-0 vote to give the city sanctuary status. Now, this came after a meeting with local business owners who were concerned that the status would draw unwelcome attention to the city. It's interesting. It was 6-0. Everybody was like, yeah, let's be a sanctuary city. Let's say, hey, illegal immigrants, come here. And then you talk with business owners. Oh, this might not be an economically good idea. We're going to vote the other way.
You know what I saw? I'm going to shift gears on this a little bit. I saw yesterday that there's a thing going around about government. Do we want to give the governor and the state legislatures a raise? Now, okay.
Good Lord, no.
State legislators, let's look at it. But the governor, you want a raise? Really? Come on, dude.
Well, I mean, they're all one and the same to me. Hey. They all work together. They're all equally responsible.
Well, no, they're not all equally responsible for something like Flint. I mean, we all saw. I'm just saying, no, he hasn't done a job. I'm sorry, he hasn't done a job worth a raise.
Have we had a good governor? I mean, Granholm sucked. I don't know how good. Look, I don't know. I don't know how good the nerd has been. I think regardless of who's governor, who's president, who's your representative, most of your life is on you.
All right.
Okay, it's not on your politician. It's not on your representative. It's not on your city council member. Take care of you. Take care of your family, and you'll be fine. If it rests on the governor, if it rests on the president, if it rests on your representatives, you may want to reevaluate what you're doing with your life.
Very good. Thank you, Dave. Sage advice.
All right. There you go.
From a guy who
what else is happening? Once again, that's family taking care of family.
Absolutely.
Even though I'm almost 45 years old.
Once again, that's me getting squatters' rights. I got 6 siblings. I can't be a part of that. I have to be.
I got 7. I got 7. So, and I'm raising one. Yeah. It takes a village, Andy. Yes, it takes a village.
The Muskegon have mac and cheese ready at noon.
You know I don't like cheese. Hey, Ma! Meatloaf! Where's the meatloaf?
Perfect.
Right. Muskegon County Band of Commissioners highlighted volunteerism at its most recent meeting. April 23rd through the 29th has been proclaimed a Volunteer Week, with April 27th Recognition Day for national service in the county. According to Commissioner Ken Mahoney, Muskegon County communities are turning to national service as a more cost-effective strategy to deal with local issues. AmeriCorps and Senior Corps have been cited as 2 programs that have made the most positive impact. Volunteering's good. I think we both agree with that. So
I volunteered for something myself.
Really?
Yep. There's a lot of things to volunteer for in Muskegon because that's our favorite V word, volunteer. But I was kind of touched by a program here in town, and when you get interested, like take for instance, No More Sidelines.
Yeah, great organization.
I'm interested to learn a little bit more about this, and now I love them. I love the families. I love the kids. I love the cause. I love all this stuff. Well, through the blog and all that stuff, I met the people from this Read Muskegon, and they have a program where you go to jail and teach inmates how to read. And
that is awesome.
They were looking for men volunteers to go in and be a part of this thing. And I thought to myself, you know what? I can give up a night a week to go do this and teach people how to read, because I think the long-term impact and bond that you could build by teaching somebody how to read and become self-sustaining, I think that's worth a night a week. So when I get around, and here's the other thing too, they're looking for other guys that are willing to go to the jail and help these people learn how to read. So I'm going to do it. I'm not bragging about it. I'm not looking for a pat on the back or anything like that, but I just thought this is something I can do, and it's the right thing to do. So I'll be doing that.
Well, good for you. And if I were at all literate, I would help out.
Right. But, good things. They have pictures instead of words for you.
Yeah. I got to get the phonics thing.
Right.
Maybe Max can teach me. I don't know.
Perfect. Well, yeah, it's going to be my volunteer thing this year. I'm going to help some people learn how to read.
Oh, very good. Good for you.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. All right. Sports. It was the Twins more than doubling up the Tigers 11-5. Cubs blanked the Dodgers 4-0. Michigan State freshman hoop star Miles Bridges announced he's coming back to Michigan State for his sophomore season. Michigan State now a 10-1 favorite to win next year's NCAA men's hoop title. And the Lumberjacks looking to get off on the right foot with their playoff series beginning tonight at Dubuque. Game 3 set for Thursday, LC Walker Arena in Muskegon. So get your tickets now while you can.
We are hoping that they come back and just have to do one game and shut them on off. So that would be awesome.
There you go.
Are you on out of here for a weekend?
I'm out.
All right.
Happy Easter. Happy Good Friday.
Let's do it again Monday, right back here on the Muskegon channel.